is the harm in like suicide?
What's the problem then in not committing suicide, just chopping off a hand? Here you are sitting in this auditorium. Now tell me, why do you want to commit suicide?
What happens? Person dies. What goes out is energy, or it's
This is karma. If we do something evil, maybe in our next birth something evil will happen to us.
I can do whatever I want to do.
So, but then we see people doing very bad things, but nothing happens to them. They are living very peacefully.
20 volunteers here. Come. Life is movement. Please move. Please move. Move. This entire area is yours. Move. Move. Close your eyes now, each one of you. Close your eyes. Move. Move fast. Like life. Move. Close your eyes. Don't open your eyes, please. Move. And don't keep still. Move.
So some people are born rich, some people are born very poor. It is due to past karmas. But is that pure luck or what?
For existence, richness and poverty are...
So worry will continue with life, like it's there, the part of it. It's not exclusive. So to end it, it's okay, right?
When it is the body that is causing you stress, then they say, fine, go. That's a choice. You can go.
if there is no janma of the same person in the future, and what were the past janmas? So many.
Another experiment. Mic. Give the mic.
What happens when a person dies?
Anupam, mic. The question is, what happens when a person mics?
What happens? Person dies. What goes out is energy, or it's
Nothing goes out.
consciousness.
Why do we think something goes out? Why do you think something goes out? Nothing goes out. This stands here. This is continuously changing. Let's say, this has some metallic support also, plus this is organic. So organic matter is there, inorganic matter is there, just like this body. And this is continuously changing shape. Even as I'm touching it, that is causing some change, right? Let's say there is some iron here, the iron is continuously rusting, but we cannot see the rusting. Though on minute examination, we can see the changes, just as the beard, for example, is graying, or we are getting bald hair. So we can see all those things happening, but it's still standing. This will stand for 80 years and then one day suddenly collapse. Has something gone out of it? Changes were happening, and when the change reached a threshold, it collapsed. Just like a rusting bridge. There is a bridge. The bridge is there and you think the bridge is there, but it's continuously rusting. And one day it collapses. Now, has some sudden thing happened in that particular moment? No. It is a continuous process, just that a threshold has been breached in that moment. The carrying capacity of the pillars or the beams has now been exceeded, right? So it collapses, that's death. Nothing goes out, nothing comes in. No energy, no jivatma, no soul, nothing. Just that this physical infrastructure is no more the same as it was when it was 30. Same thing. The bridge is bombed. And the bridge collapses, right? Has something gone out of the bridge? Right. So here I am, and a car runs over. Same thing. Nothing has gone out of me. Just that the particular configuration, the particular structure is no more. Everything else is there. If the car runs over, you take the sum total of this body before and after the collision, it will be exactly the same. What kind of loss of energy can happen? Nothing. In fact, the energy that we burn through metabolism is again just mass. Just mass, nothing else.
Now, it is said that the same person is taking rebirth with that same vasanas and whatever we have done in the past.
That's not what Vedanta says. Vedanta never talks about individual rebirth. Rebirth is a beautiful concept to explain the cycle of movement in Prakriti. The totality of all this keeps showing up in various forms again and again. The individual is never reborn, never. That's not Vedanta.
When a person get birth, it comes with a lot of bundles of vasanas, and again,
They are coming from the totality. They are not coming from any one particular individual in the past. Are you getting it? It's not that you can have a one-on-one mapping, that if you are born with certain traits, those traits are coming from one particular person. Yes, you have those traits, but those traits are coming from the collective, not from one person.
where the traits comes from, like it's there, somewhere there, when a person takes birth,
There in the existence itself, sir.
it's there.
Yeah, it's there in existence itself. There is an oil spill on the surface of some ocean. There is an oil spill, right? Also, there are several polluting pieces on the surface of the ocean, right? A particular wave rises, and that wave is carrying some oil, little small pieces of plastic, and several other things. Which particular wave are those pieces coming from? Which particular wave are those oil drops coming from? Please tell me. They are coming from the ocean itself. You cannot say the previous wave had died, and now all the plastic and the waste and the corruption and the pollution of the previous wave has been carried forward to this new wave that has reincarnated. So even as you are born with all these properties and pollutants and all those things, they are not from one particular wave in the past. They are from the collective. The ocean itself keeps taking rebirth. The wave is never born again. The wave has only one life. You are the wave. You are not the ocean. You will have only one life. You will never be reborn. The ocean will keep taking rebirth. Yes. In fact, some part of you will be reborn as something else. Some part of you will be reborn as something else. If say, you are lowered into a grave and over course of time you turn into soil. The soil turns into somebody's food or turns into a flower. That's rebirth. That's the way rebirth happens. A dead body lies somewhere, and a stray animal comes and eats some part of it. That part becomes that animal's body. That's rebirth. The various parts of your body will be reborn as various things at various points in time. That does not mean that you as individual will ever take rebirth. No, that will not happen. In fact, this concept of the individual soul, the Jivatma, has done India a lot of harm. Fatalism, casteism, all these have relied heavily on the concept of personal rebirth.
So following on to that,
Where are you?
yeah. So not supporting any idea, but then what is the harm in like suicide, if an individual is not
What
same
will you kill by committing suicide?
body?
Is the body paining?
Sorry?
Is the body paining? What's paining?
Yeah, like both.
So why are you punishing the body for this cheap thing called the ego? That's not justice, is it? That will not deliver the goods. Why are you punishing the body?
No, but uh, if this individual is gonna end,
If this individual is,
if this individual is gonna end, it's not going to take rebirth, the same individual, then like what's the problem? I like, just a curious question.
no, see, what's the problem then in not committing suicide, just chopping off a hand? One does not ask it this way. When one says, wait,
but-
when one says, I am proposing a certain action, the way of logic is to give arguments in support of that action, not ask what's wrong with this action. If you are proposing a certain action, then you should say, I am proposing this action and this is what I have to say in its support. Instead, the way you are choosing is not logical. What you're saying is, I'm proposing this action. Now you tell me what is wrong with this action. So I'm proposing another action, chop off your hand and tell me what's wrong with it. Please get this. So now tell me, what do you have to say in favor of suicide?
It's usually seen as a negative thing, right?
That's fine. Let them see it as a negative thing. You are seeing it as a positive thing. You tell me what you have to say in its favor.
No, I'm not seeing it as
Then
a
you don't have
positive.
anything to say. You're just raising something for the sake of it. If you are actually proposing suicide, and as serious philosophers, we want to consider this question. As people of serious thought, we want to consider the question of suicide. Yes, we want to. Now you tell me what you want to say in its favor.
So like the argument in not in, like against it is that you will suffer and all that, right?
Re Baba, here you are. Here you are sitting in this auditorium. Now tell me, why do you want to commit suicide? One starts from the reality. Here you are.
Just a second, listen to me. Yeah. The argument against it is that you will suffer and all that, and that can like continue to your next birth and whatever, then you'll suffer
Suffering
more.
is due to the ego that considers itself as the doer and the sufferer.
Yeah.
Wait, understand. The body does not suffer. The ego suffers. Do you want to perpetuate the cause of suffering in the name of removing the suffering? Please understand how. The ego suffers because it thinks of itself as the owner, the controller of the body, as the doer of the deeds, and separate from the body. Mark all these points. The owner of the body, the control of the body, right? The doer of its deeds, and separate from the body. Right? That is the cause of the suffering. Why the ego suffers? Because it carries these, let's say, 4 misplaced notions. So it suffers. Now, if you commit suicide, what is the ego doing? Going against these 4 notions or reinforcing those 4 notions? So by reinforcing the cause of suffering, you want to be free of suffering. The ego suffers first of all because it thinks of itself as the owner of the body. I have ownership of the body. This is who I am. I'll make this do that. I'll make this do this. As an extension of this, the ego then says, I will make this fall apart. This is just the same thing that caused you suffering in the first place. So this is stupid. Because you are punishing this thing for what it is not. The suffering never came from your throat. Why are you slashing it? The suffering never came from your intestines. Why are you consuming poison? The suffering comes from somewhere else. If you are honestly fed up of suffering, then treat the root cause of suffering. Why are you assaulting this poor instrument? So suffering, the problem with suffering is that it is dishonest. Dishonest.
But with the body, the ego is also gonna die, right?
That's like using the wrong means to achieve supposedly the right ends. First thing, you didn't give birth to yourself. You are mistakenly taking yourself as the operator of the body. You have really no right to punish this for what it is not and what it has not done. The body has not done anything by itself. You sit there in your misplaced notion as the controller and the doer, and you make the body do certain things, and then you blame the body for those things, and your ultimate punishment is that I'll finish off the body. What has the poor body done? What has the poor body done? If you want to really kill ignorance, not the body. If you want to kill ignorance, not the body, because it is ignorance that suffers. Good. How or wow?
The question is how. Path is still not clear.
Yes.
How to do
Yes,
that?
yes. You have to understand how ignorance comes into being. Had you not asked this how, sounding as wow, would I have responded? Think of it.
Maybe, maybe not.
Would I have really faced you and answered you had you not asked this question?
No, I don't know.
Not likely. Let's be honest. Possible, but not likely. Not likely, right? So that's the path. That's the path. Wait. First of all, this to be clear. There is ignorance. Let the ignorance show up in inquiry, in curiosity. Right? Let ignorance not be defended, rather challenged. And challenge does not mean that you are being judgmental and declaring the defeat of ignorance in advance. No, we are not declaring its defeat. We are just entering the arena. Now let's see who wins. So this question is the way out of ignorance. How? Ask those questions. The question mark is the answer. Yeah.
If there is no janma of the same person in the future, the birth comes from the existence. And what about the past janmas? So many.
Sir, you have had definitely many past births, and you will also have many future births. The problem lies in assuming that you have had a definite past birth and one definite future birth is waiting for you. You come from a million sources in the past. First of all, million. Secondly, concurrent. Therefore, it's not that you didn't have a past birth. You did have. But you think of yourself, for example, what's your name, sir, if I may?
Balwinder Singh.
Balwinder. So Balwinder Singh would think I came from Rajinder Singh. That's the problem. You did have a past birth, but your name in your past birth was not Rajinder. Your name was, what's your name? Pratik, Adarsh, Tejasvi, Asha, Satyarthi, Jharna, Prashant. These are all your names you have had. These are all your past names. And these are all your future names. But you think, I was Rajinder in the past, I'm Balwinder right now, and I'll become Khushwinder next. That's your problem. You think of yourself as a specific individual in one specific stream where you have had one specific past birth and you'll have one specific birth in the future. That's your problem. You were everything in the past and you will be everything in the future. The only problem is that right now you do not consider yourself everything. That's your problem.
So, sir, many people, they don't do evil things because they think that this is karma. If we do something evil, maybe in our next birth, something evil will happen to us. But if we say that we have come from different things and we are everything and everything, so we can do anything. That gives us the liberty to do anything.
You're right. That's the way the moral code has operated. And many people argue that this moral code has had its benefits. Yes, good. Please, what's your name?
Sakshi.
Sakshi said. The problem with this is, let's go to the root of it. Who told me I'll have a future birth? Somebody.
Yeah.
You said, because that somebody told me that I'll have a future birth, so to secure a favorable future birth, I'll abstain from evil in this birth. That's the position.
Yeah.
The same person who told me that I have a future birth is also the person who gives me my definition of evil. So I do not know what evil is.
So can we do any evil
Wait,
then?
wait. Don't jump the gun. Don't jump the gun. I don't really know what evil means. To me, evil is only that which he has told me. He has told me, don't kill the animal. It is evil. But he has not told me that milking the animal is equally evil. So, in the name of avoiding evil, I'll abstain from killing the animal, but I'll not abstain from milking the animal. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Because the definition of good and evil are not coming from my own discretion. They are coming from him, just as my concept of next birth is coming from him. Do you get this? Huh? And, ma'am, you happen to be a faculty in the institution, right? Have you taken any course under ma'am? Unlikely,
No,
right?
sir.
Let's say you have. You wrote a brilliant paper, right? When do you want it to be discussed and assessed? Next birth?
No, this birth.
That's the answer.
So, but then we see people doing very bad things, but nothing happens to them. They are living very peacefully.
Yeah, they do bad things because the same people who told them that you must not do evil, out of their greed, they also told them that if you do evil, you can compensate by using this kind of atonement mechanism, prayashchit. So I can do whatever I want to do. And then I can donate to some organization or some temple or mosque and then get away with it.
So, sir, that person who's doing the evil is not wrong then. The one who
It's not
told...
wrong. He does not exist because we exist only when we are conscious. We cannot say we are existent just because we have a body. As human beings, we exist only when we are conscious. So, if unconsciously we are believing in things like personal rebirth, we don't even exist. Forget about being wrong. We are not even existent.
But he won't understand all this. He will continue to do evil things. How to stop that person?
The one who wants to understand, whatever he does out of understanding cannot be evil. That is the definition of right and wrong. What comes out of your deepest, honest, truthful understanding cannot be evil even if the society and the law forbid it. On the other hand, if you do something dictated by this, that, Tauji, Mamaji, Babaji, that is what is evil, even if you are glorified on a stage.
So who should be punished then if someone does the evil thing?
Who has the authority to punish anybody?
The judge, the courts.
That's what you have sanctioned. Tell that to a Bhagat Singh. Tell that to a Bhagat Singh. He really didn't even accept the authority of the judge to punish him. But yes, now that you have handcuffed me and arrested me and put me in a cell, obviously you can hang me. That doesn't mean that I accept that you have the right to do that. Do whatever you want to do because you have the brute physical power. You can do that. You have the machine guns. Kill me. But that doesn't mean that I accept you as the authority. I don't. Even in my last breath, I don't accept you.
But then for an order to exist, for a civilization to exist, there has to be some moral code, something. Because if we remove the responsibility from the evil person...
You want to conduct an experiment right now? Should we do that?
Yeah, sure.
Should we do that?
Sure.
Right now?
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm prepared to fail. I'm prepared to fail. Okay. 20 volunteers here. Come. More of you. Let's cramp this place. 30 of you, please. Let's cramp this place. Fill it up. Yeah, 30 of you. Come. Does this little well not look crowded right now? It does look crowded, right? Okay. Okay. How do you know my experiment? How do you know what is enough? You two stand here. You two participate in this. Fine. We have these boundaries already delimited for us, right? This little area, this well. You look at them, all of them. Can you see? I have not given them any code of conduct. I have not given them any code of conduct. I am only asking them to do what life does. Move. Life is movement. Please move. Please move. Move. This entire area is yours. Move. Move. Move, move, move. No, no. Is that how you usually move? Move with your eyes open as you usually move. Move with your eyes open. You see this? We were talking of order. We were talking. No, no, please move. Keep moving. Do you see this? Do you see this? How many of them do you find falling? How many of them have some kind of an instruction manual in how to move? No one, right? Close your eyes now, each one of you. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Move. Move. Move, move. Close your eyes and move. Move fast. Like life. Move. Move. Close your eyes. Don't open your eyes, please. Move. And don't keep still. Don't keep still. Move. 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 Oh, stop. Done. Thank you. Please go back. Eyes open and eyes closed, right? Yes, Sakshi. Where did you find disorder, at least relatively?
Eyes closed.
Eyes closed. Where does order come from? An instruction or the eyes?
Eyes.
That's it. You don't need somebody's instruction. You need a society where people have their eyes open. That's what is order. But we are so afraid that if somebody does not give us a religious or moral or social or legal code of conduct, then we will turn evil. Because that's what Dadi told me. If you are not governed by the ancient traditions and the primitive codes, then you will lose not only order but also honor. Is that so? Is that really so? Is that really so? Look at, somebody said, can we do this on a road? This is exactly what is happening on the road. No, think of it. Wait. When you're driving, right? You're driving at 100 kmph, and a truck passes you by from the opposite direction. The relative speed is 180. Why does nothing happen to you? And between the surfaces of the two vehicles, the distance is 6 inches. Why does nothing happen to you? Because the eyes are open. Because the eyes are open. Order does not come from anything else. Order comes from the open eye. But you think order comes from a written code. Unless there is somebody to tell me what to do, I would be disorderly. That's a superstition, sir. In fact, disorder comes from all kinds of instructions. What you need is liberation from all that which arrests your mind. That's the freedom that wisdom, spirituality, philosophy, Vedant, that's the freedom they want to take you to. But instead, there are vested interests that tell us, no, you're stupid, you are small, you must be governed, you must be regulated, you must be told what to do, you must be told what to wear, you must be told what to eat, you must be told how to speak, you must be told how to marry. Everything must be told to you, and if that is not told to you, you will turn beastly, you will turn evil, and you will do all kinds of disorderly things. And you're scared. Yeah. That's right. That's not right. That's stupid. What we need is freedom. Freedom is order. Freedom is order. But freedom coming from a free center, not freedom given to chimpanzees. So if you find that freedom results in disorder, then what you have is chimpanzees. The first thing is to turn them into free men. This beast that we are, this must be internally illuminated. The chimpanzee must turn into a proper human being. And then he should have absolute freedom. That's what order is. Yeah.
So some people are born rich, some people are born very poor. So some people say that it is due to past karmas. But is that pure luck, or what you comment?
Another experiment? But we might not have the substance to do that. I needed a handful of grain. grain. Possible? Okay, I need a few coins. Coins? Coins. No guarantee. No guarantee. Choose your favorite one. Choose your favorite one. The foundation is getting richer. This is my way of accepting donations. Wait, done. Fine. It will be a big mess if I now throw all these up. So we limit it to a thought experiment. Okay. Will you ever know which one of these will show up as head and which one as tail? No. That's what, sir. That's what. If heads means rich and tails means poor, you will never know. That's what all the stochastic calculation is about. No? There's this nice book, Fooled by Randomness. N. Taleb, yes. Huh? Like, not a recent one, 15 years back, 20 years back, something. You'll never know. You will attribute causality to something that is entirely random, like the throw of a dice. You are attributing causality to something which is not causal at all. It is random. But you say that if, all yours. But you say, if somebody was born with a silver spoon, surely it is because of his great deeds in the past birth. No, sir, it's random. Secondly, Prakriti has zero respect for your richness or poverty. So it is from your own vantage point that you say that somebody born in a rich family is fortunate. For existence, richness and poverty are exactly the same. For existence, somebody born with a disease is fulfilling much the same purpose as somebody born healthy. So stop attributing reasons to that which has no reason at all. Don't you know? I mean, who can predict what the throw of a coin or throw of a dice would result in? Who can predict that? Similarly, if your kid is born with a disorder, that may have a reason. Fine, during pregnancy you did something stupid, that might be a reason. But often there is no reason. Often there is just no reason. You're walking, a trick hits you from behind and you will want to say, I surely did something mischievous and that is a karma and the result of that. Nothing, sir, nothing. Even if there is a reason, the reason belongs to the total. The reason does not belong to the individual. You'll have to look for the reason this way. I was hit because the road was narrow. Why was the road narrow? Because the authorities are corrupt. Why are the authorities corrupt? Because the society is corrupt. Why did the truck hit me? Because the truck driver was drunk. Why is he drunk? Because the state has lax rules and the enforcement does not happen. Why does the enforcement does not happen? For this reason, for this reason. So again, you will have to trace it back to the total. But you don't want to do that kind of intellectual work. So very lazily we say, oh, this is my past life karma. This is my past life karma. Not only do you say this is past life karma, you also create categories of conditions. You say, for example, if I am born a girl, and that still goes. Maybe now you think it's not topical, but that still goes in much of India. लड़की हुई है, तो इसके पिछले जन्म में कुछ ठीक नहीं था. In fact, there are religious traditions that say that the woman cannot even be liberated. She'll have to die and take a male birth, and only then any kind of liberation is possible to her. Why? Because you cannot be born a woman unless you are a sinner. Because you are a sinner, so you are born a woman. This is what all these stupid concepts do, rebirth and all those things. You want to still go by them, please. And coming from a woman.
Sir, on the question of worrying, that he was asking that why the person should not do suicide. So my follow-up was like you
Suicide.
said that,
Okay, yeah.
so my follow-up that you said to ma'am that when life is there, so worry will continue with life.
The life is there, so?
So worry will continue with life, like it's there, the part of it. It's not exclusive. So to end that, it's okay, right? Euthanasia as sometimes.
See, when I say that one must have the right to finish his or her life off with dignity, that is not suicide that I am advocating. I'm talking of a period in one's life when surviving amounts to being on the ventilator or being continuously on machine support, and there is no dignity in that, no creativity in that. You're only sucking resources and just breathing for no good at all. And medicos have certified that you cannot recover, but you can hang on for another 2 months or 2 years. That's the point when you can decide to just hang up your boots. That's one thing. But then, as a youngster, if you say, how is suicide not a preferred way of coping with sorrow, that's a different question altogether.
But if the mental stress continues and it also hampers with creativity
Then address the root of the stress. Your thumb is not the root of your stress. Why are you unnecessarily punishing it? Has the body caused you stress? When it is really the body that causes you stress, yes, certain developed countries do have provisions for euthanasia. That is when it is the body that is causing you stress. Then they say, fine, go. That's a choice. You can go. But suicide is when you are punishing the body for the ego's ignorance. And if you want to take care of general sorrow in life, go to the root of sorrow.
But sir, ego's ignorance will never end now. Means ego, you have said that.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that it cannot reduce. That doesn't mean that a range doesn't exist. That doesn't mean that you'll have to be at the rock bottom all the time. You can rise. Yes, suffering will continue, but that does not mean that its nature cannot change. That does not mean that there can't be joy in suffering.